Ladies with an attitude.
Welcome to the December issue of EmmaHeaven.com, and it's Christmas time. So today on the LWA panel we're going to be discussing what's the worst thing about Christmas and what's the best thing about Christmas. Joining me on the panel today are the totally bonkers Wendy Thomas.
Hello.
Kirsty Thomas.
Merry Christmas.
Christy Heaven.
Merry Christmas.
And joining us today is Rebecca Clark.
Hi.
Okay then, so let's start with some really shocking Christmas stories. Christy.
Well, I'm one of those people who have never been drunk.
Are you
At Christmas
joking?
time or in your life?
Just ever. I've never, ever been drunk.
Oh, you need to grow up then.
Because the thing
grow up.
is that I drink and I'm a complete lightweight. The minute I touch a drink, my legs go numb. So like, but like just after like one sip of Lambrini,
Oh no.
and my legs will go numb. Like, that's why I've never been drunk, because I'm too scared of what will happen if I actually get drunk.
So you can't even drink a glass of Lambrini?
Yeah, but my legs will go numb and I can't feel them.
We just buy Zuma free.
I think we're going to have to.
I think what you're going to have to do
party.
is going to have to buy a bottle of Lambrini and one night have one glass and then the following night have two glasses and then you've got to break seven. You've got to break seven. I remember when I used to go out first drinking, I used to have half a cider and two glasses of Cinzano. Oh, and I was
What's
Cinzano?
Oh, see, these youngsters.
Knock it out.
Baby
Google
shower.
Google it.
I know.
It's,
and remember, what's her name? Joan Collins used to advertise
Oh,
it,
yeah,
didn't
Cinzano.
she? And what's his name?
No, Marty.
Oh, the guy from
She knows what
Rising
Marty
Dance.
is.
From Rising Dance.
Leonard Ross.
Leonard Ross. Get your head down, sweetie. I know.
Similar to Marty.
Yeah.
Right.
Very similar to Marty.
Very 80s,
but very
70s,
sweet.
80s
Yes.
drinks,
And
isn't
sometimes
it?
we used to put a cherry in it.
Yeah. Very retro.
posh.
Very retro.
Yes, yeah, but yeah, half a cider and two glasses of Cinzano, and I used to be plastered.
I remember one Christmas, I think I was about 13, 14, and we had a Chinese, and I was eating bean sprouts, and then I decided to hit the Malibu.
Age 15.
Maybe slightly older than that then, maybe 14 or 15, but my mother said, yeah, you can have a glass. So I think I was sneaking some as well. I remember throwing up bean sprouts everywhere.
I remember doing that and then coming up my nose.
See, that's why I've never been drunk.
Oh no, it's nothing like a Christmas.
Oh, you've got to
hangover.
have, you've got to have a Christmas drink. You've got to have a Christmas
You need a
drink.
night out with me. I'll teach you the ways of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And Baileys, don't you just love Baileys?
I did
Gives me
used to.
heartburn.
No, I used to drink it until I watched a programme and somebody was showing a big pot of double cream
Oh yeah.
and a glass of it, and they
Yeah.
said you realise that one glass of that is the same
But it's
calories.
Christmas calories don't count
I
at
know,
Christmas.
I know, that's true.
Less
That's true.
calories in Prosecco though.
Oh.
But I do like
Even less in
Yeah.
gin.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had a few gins last night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I did.
But Tia Maria and Bailey's is
As
rather
well as
nice.
Prosecco
isn't
and
it?
wine and
Oh.
It's not Prosecco, it's Prosecco.
Prosecco.
Prosecco. It's a
like
bottle of Prosecco.
Oh, just call it fizz.
So,
It doesn't matter which one it is then.
I
does
know.
it?
Yeah.
but
I can't say anything shocking, but I had a mishap one Christmas.
oh god,
It was no, it was nothing sexual
oh.
or alcohol related.
Oh God.
It was our first Christmas with the ex.
Yeah,
Oh
all right.
joy! And I'm not the best of cooks. Anybody who knows me will know my posts on Facebook and my burnt garlic bread is famous. So I thought, no, I'm going to make my own Christmas dinner. So I put it all in the oven, timed it to perfection. The bloody electricity tripped halfway through cooking. So I had raw meat, raw veg, raw everything. We ended up having ham sandwiches and pasta crisps.
Didn't you get crash your mum?
Oh, that year she'd like catered for who she needed to, so I knew she would have enough.
No.
Bless her.
Oh.
Plus, he wasn't very sociable anyway, so he wouldn't have wanted to go down there, you know, he's like.
Yeah, yes.
But yeah, ham sandwiches and crisps.
Can't beat ham sandwiches though.
Yeah. But then we
Can't
did
beat
something, fuck it, because I'm just going to make up with it with the alcohol now.
There we are.
Yeah.
Once I've ever cooked Christmas dinner, and it was the first year that me and Adrian moved into our house, and never again.
That's weird.
It's since.
No, it was a soft one.
No.
What do you think mothers are for?
Yeah, that's right.
It's my first year in the house and I'm cooking Christmas dinner, so it must be one of those things where you move in and
Yeah,
you're
you know, it's
domesticated.
exciting, you know, yeah, you know.
Yeah. I think
Well,
I
do
know.
like, I gotta be honest,
Yeah.
I do like Christmas dinners.
Yeah.
Doing the Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I say I cooked it, I kind of supervised while Adrian cooked it. So
And never again.
No.
Still stressful.
No, and the last 2 Christmases we've spent here, and Adrian, as I said, I've sort of like observed,
And he cooked.
or you know,
Stop.
passed him a spoon if he needed it. So
That's very handy. That's very
it's
helpful.
good, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh.
I made the table. I do a fabulous table. It's just really pretty. It takes
But-
hours.
The thing I love most about Christmas, and most of the family with me as well, is Boxing Day dinner.
Oh,
because
turkey and
that's
chips.
when the only time of the year a chip pan comes out. A proper old fashioned chip pan. And it's homemade chips.
Right. Do you know what one of them is?
Yeah.
It's not the teeth are
Yeah,
left.
I know,
But
yeah.
it'll be homemade stuffing, homemade coleslaw,
Yeah.
and it's just
Nice.
oh,
Lovely.
It's a more relaxing day, isn't it? Boxing
Yeah.
Day. It's the day when you kind of really
Yeah.
hit the chocolates.
I think I actually
you know.
prefer Boxing Day to Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
It's
It
my
is more
day with
relaxed,
the girls,
yeah.
drinking all day.
Yes.
I've done all day with
Yeah.
the girls.
Because I'm out visiting in
Yeah.
the day. I go to see since my dad's passed away, we've gone down for Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
So we go down for dinner, me and Luke, and my brother then comes down later around tea time.
Yeah.
So we've got to kind of wait a couple of hours for him to arrive. Then the kids come with him, so we've got to give them their presents. So not so bad now with Luke because he's older, but when he was younger, he just wanted to get back home and play with his
Yes,
toys, you know.
Yeah.
So, but it was waiting around and going
I
to
know.
people. Nobody come to us, like, but there we go.
Especially relatives you don't particularly want to see, isn't it?
I know. So yeah,
That was once a year.
But you've got to dress up on Christmas morning. Got to put the
Oh, the
gear
Christmas
on.
jumper goes on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Silly hat,
Yeah.
silly whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stupid
Got to
hat.
be done.
Yeah.
Got to be done.
from the crackers and you just wear it all
Yes.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fake moustache.
Oh, I love those little plastic things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those little black.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what about good experiences or different? Because I know, Rebecca, you travelled last year and the year
Yeah.
before, didn't you? So,
Yeah, so I was in Vietnam last year and Australia the year before.
Oh, see, that's my idea.
Do you
of
stay with
paradise.
relatives then or no?
No, me and my boyfriend, we travelled last year, so we didn't know where we were going to be a couple of days before Christmas. So my mum couldn't set, she was going mental, she couldn't send out any cards, nothing. So we literally had, I woke up Christmas Day in a 6-bed dome in a hostel.
Oh my god.
In with my boyfriend, so we were in one single bed on the top bunk, and a boy had gate crashed out dome, so he was actually my boyfriend's bed. So that was our Christmas Day with no presents, but I gotta say it was probably one of my favourite Christmases.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
that's
amazing.
nice.
But the year before in Australia, it was just us two. We rented an apartment for 6 weeks just to be that, you know, like we were there for about a year anyway, but we had this apartment. And I decorated, and we bought a little tree, and yeah, I tried to make it quite Christmassy, even though it was like boiling hot.
I was going to
but-
say,
Yeah,
the
I know.
heat.
yeah, but it was lovely. But I was working then, and I worked all Christmas Eve, and then I worked the day after Boxing Day, and like I just said, Boxing Day is like my one day where I'm out all day with the girls. I love it. So it wasn't the same. I don't think I'd do that again. But yeah, it's a bit of a different one, isn't it? I can say
Yeah,
I've done it
yeah.
now. So
Yeah. Different, isn't it?
yeah,
When we
yeah.
went to Mauritius last year, we came back just before Christmas. So you're on a beach and it's boiling, and you
I
get
know.
to the airport and there's Christmas trees
It's
everywhere.
weird,
And you're like,
yeah.
ooh, you forget it's
Yeah.
Christmas. You're like, ooh.
It's nice to have a natural tan for Christmas. Can't go wrong with that.
No, you can't beat a
Definitely.
tan for
Yeah.
Christmas, can you?
Definitely.
Wendy, some of your best Christmases? Any?
I don't know, I just remember like always used to make me laugh is like it didn't matter what gift you bought the kids for Christmas. No, for Christmas. I always remember Neil as a child always wanted this AA truck thing, and we bought him this AA truck thing, but he didn't sit in it all day. He just sat in the bloody box.
The cardboard box.
Yeah, cardboard box. They'll just always go for the cardboard box, and they don't really play with the toys. No. So,
Good
No. Family ones for me.
Yeah.
We had a quite close-ish family. My mum was one of 6, my dad was one of 5. So Christmas morning we'd go down my nan's first, my dad's mother. See her, stay there for a bit. Then we'd go down to my mum's mum. And then all my aunties would come and all the cousins, and we'd have the morning there. The men would go down to the pub and have a drink. So they came up about 1 o'clock, and then we'd all go back to ours.
Aww.
But it was lovely. And my dad used to love Christmas. It was all like everything. The car, Christmas cake, you name it, Christmassy. And it would be board games then, after dinner. And then we'd settle down in the evening to watch the film, innit?
Oh, they don't
It really was a premiere in those days.
It'd usually be Sound of Music or Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Or what was the other one? The Muppet movie.
Oh, yeah.
The movie.
So,
Yeah.
And when Luke was little, I liked when he was younger, the Christmases.
Yeah.
It's nice when they're young, I think. And
I
I do
know.
find
Yeah.
Christmas Day though, it's like, it's repetitive. Do you find?
Yes.
Like it's a thing of tradition where you do the same thing
Yeah.
every year, where you go and see the same people. You got to sit down at the same time, and you've got to do this and got to do that. And then when things start changing, then it's a bit like stress.
I know.
Some stress, and if somebody moves out or
Yeah.
something, it's weird. It's a weird one.
Yeah, ours used to be the same, didn't they? You know, every year. But then as we lost my dad, they all changed. And Christmas is really
I know.
different.
It's not
Yeah,
nice
it's
when
not
it
the same.
changes, but then when you think it is only one day, so it's
Yes.
not the end of the world. Is
Yeah,
it?
we don't.
It's
You
a lot of
create
fun.
new traditions.
Yeah.
So like you might have lost the old ones, but you create new ones.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as exciting now the kids have grown
No,
up.
I find
it's very
I know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's crap, but
No,
it's,
I know.
you know, they.
But I still wake up in the morning saying,
Yeah, I know Jack and Oliver looking at me as if
I know.
saying, Christ's sakes, man, we heard you putting them out last night. So, we know he's
I know Luke
there.
still has his stocking by the door. I could wake him up now because he stays in bed till 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, teenager.
Well, they get
So I just put
two,
loud Christmas music on to
Oh.
wake him up.
Well, they get 2 now. They get all their proper presents, and then they get the naughty stocking later on in the day, and it's full of really filthy presents. You know, booby stress balls, wank wipes.
I haven't heard of those before.
Yeah. Oh my God! I even got him
Chocolate nipples?
one of these caution cones to put outside the toilet to let me know they've been in there. Willy the Willy Care kit.
Oh,
you come
yeah.
with a trimmer,
A little bit,
a
yeah, I know.
hair fluffer, and even a little decorative item to put on
And then they
it.
were- yeah.
So right, where do you get these now? Because I can get these for stocking
yeah.
Amazon, Toxic Fox, I'm a font of information.
Right.
Yeah.
They absolutely, as I said, they more look forward to that.
Yeah.
than the
Fun
proper
stuff.
presents, because
Yeah.
they're like, oh, what's she come up with this
Yeah.
year? So Adrian gets one as well now, and I bought him one because he there was a packet of coffee and it said fucking strong coffee. I said everyone in work loves it. They're like, oh my God, where'd you get that from? So really stupid.
Yeah.
silly
I love
things.
stupid
So
presents.
that is the most fun now.
Yeah.
And as I said, because we don't go out on Christmas Day now, I can actually drink, which is great. So we have champagne breakfast.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
I make
Yeah.
waffles and strawberries and cream and champagne.
Oh,
I've got to
tea
have,
tonight.
I've got to
Tea
have a
tomorrow.
sherry.
You've
I've
oh,
got
my
to
mother
have
as well.
Sherry,
Very
yeah.
much sherry.
I've got to have my sherries,
Gotta
and
be
it's
done.
got to be a Bristol.
Harvey's Bristol
Harvey's
Grace.
Bristol.
Yeah.
It's got to be Harvey's.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Baby Sham, I've got
So,
to have.
oh, yeah.
'Cause,
Yeah.
Since we were little, my mum always used to give us a glass of baby
Yeah,
Sham.
yes, that's what I used to do
So, yeah.
with my kids
Yeah.
as well.
So,
But a bottle of
baby sham.
baby sham,
Yeah.
about an hour before you
Yeah,
bed,
before
you
you
have to
went
go to
sleep.
sleep.
Yeah, just
And then you sit
yeah.
there, getting a bit tired, and you're like, yes. Like, can we have another bottle of baby shit?
No. And off to bed we'd go,
Yeah.
and then in the morning then it'd be about 6, 7 o'clock, and we wouldn't want to get up now, so we'd be throwing things at the radiator to try and wake my mother. But they hadn't gone to bed till late, because obviously they were waiting for us to fall asleep to get the presents downstairs. And they'd be singing silly songs with my gran on the Harvey's Bristol Cream. I think it was Yours.
It's gotta be
So they'd be up singing on the sherry, so she wouldn't go to bed till late, and then we would be then throwing things at the radiator to try and
I'd always buy the kids
wake
the
up.
presents that they hadn't asked for. I remember when karaoke machines came out, and Sean was like, what's this? Oh, we've had a karaoke machine, Sean. Oh, it's lovely. Well, I never asked for one. Oh, well, it's fabulous, isn't it? Give me the microphone.
I remember the It toy of the year. I was
there's
trying to
always one,
get
isn't
Furbies, wasn't it? Teletubbies and all these
Yeah.
stupid things. You'd be killing
I know.
yourself for
Yeah.
weeks trying
There
to
is
get
one this
them.
year, I can't remember what it's called.
Hatchimals.
That's it.
What is it?
Hatchimals.
Yeah.
Basically, they're like an egg, and you leave it, and it hatches like an unknown animal, and you don't know what's
Don't know
inside.
what it is till it comes
But
out.
like this £100's like
Oh,
£100, and it like
Well, if it's
Hang
not
on
really
now,
bad,
hang on now. What do you mean it's an egg that hatches itself?
so it's a toy egg
toy.
that hatches.
like a little
Yes,
breaks
but
out
there
the
must
egg.
be a switch on it or something to switch it
I
on.
have no idea, but apparently
You'll have
people
to find
can't get
out.
them.
Well, my brother got one for his little girl months ago, luckily, so he beat the hype.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Right, so seeing as we're on the subject of presents, any
Oh.
really crap,
Yes.
shitty ones?
Well, I need to
Yes,
get this out of the way because
indeed.
I've never had a crap present. Like every year I had exactly what I wanted, and more. Like we.
I want to drink one
Disneyland
year.
Paris
Perhaps I
was a
want
great
Oh
present.
yes, we did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I had tickets to Disneyland as a present.
Oh, wow.
Tickets to the Harry Potter
Oh, yeah.
tour in London as a present.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all the Pokemon toys going when I was
Yeah.
growing up. Like I had absolutely
Oh, the
everything.
Disney one was a corker because
Disney.
they got
I
up
had
on
no
Christmas
idea.
morning and we took them all to my mum's and they had this giant present to
Yeah.
open between the six.
Yeah, we
six
each had one.
grandkids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they opened it up and they Disneyland Paris
Oh,
tickets.
yeah.
And
So-
that was the first time. The
Yeah.
second time, there was a DVD under the Christmas tree.
Oh,
and we were
yeah.
like, what's this?
So
And they were like,
watch me.
oh, you best watch it and put it on top secret across the DVD. And then when we put it on, and it was my nan, like, pretending to phone the Disney company, ordering the
I'd gone round
holiday.
and filmed everyone doing their little bits, so yeah.
I don't know how you kept that a secret.
Oh.
I don't know how, because
I
it was
know.
like months in advance that you did that as well, wasn't
I
it?
know.
I don't know how
I
you
did it
that.
to Jack and Oliver as well. They got up and they opened a book and it was a Disney book and it literally gave them instructions that they had to go and pack there and then because we were leaving Christmas Day to go to Disney.
Oh, you went on Christmas Day?
In the
Oh,
evening,
wow.
yeah. No, in the
Yeah.
evening, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, we had to because it started snowing. We weren't leaving till early hours on Boxing Day. But it was one of the years we had snow and it started to snow, so we thought, we best get up to London quickly. So
this
that's
was
lovely.
yeah, so they're good presents. Come on,
Good
let's
presents.
I can't think of
I
any
haven't
bad
had any
ones.
crappy ones myself. But I have to say, my mother-in-law, I liked my mother-in-law. I did like her. But she was one of these who would always try and get something different. So when Luke was younger, he used to play the clarinet in
Yeah.
school. He wasn't particularly good, but he'd play, he'd have a go. So she was very proud of this and come to the plays and everything like that. So he was opening one of his presents over there Christmas morning. I don't know why she thought of this. She bought, and considering now Luke was about 9 at the time, an Acker Bilk CD. Acker Bilk, you don't know, we probably don't know it. Basically, he was this guy who just played the clarinet.
That's in it.
So Luke was like,
Oh, I bet he was
Great,
thrilled with that,
thanks.
was he?
thanks. And she asked me like a week later, did he like his CD?
Aw.
She had to lie then, didn't I?
Aw.
Yes, I got it on in the car all the time.
Got it on all the time.
Adrian used to buy me a pair of earrings every single year. They would always be, don't get me wrong, they were beautiful, they were gold, but they would always be the sleeper type as well. And after about 7 years, you know, that the collection was growing, and I said, you buy me a pair this year and you'd have a divorce papers. So that's about. I don't think I've had anything.
I've never had anything big bad. A few years ago, before me and Andrew went travelling, he bought me a bus ticket, which sounds absolutely shocking, but to me it was amazing. We were going, we were doing a bus trip around Australia, and the bus ticket was like £300, so I was like totally stressing that I couldn't afford this bus ticket and whatever. But you know, it's like I go into work and talking to clients, and everyone's like, what did you have for Christmas? And I'm like, oh, Andrew bought me a bus ticket. Oh. Ran around, or you know, like, but yeah, it wasn't a terrible present, but it sounded pretty.
Yeah.
I've never really had any bad presents.
No, can't say. No.
Ladies with an attitude.
Best presents then.
When I was a little girl, I always wanted a koala bear. So I always remember waking up Christmas morning and I had a koala bear. But you've got to think back years and years ago. You didn't have Toys R Us and places like that.
No.
So I know that my mother and father, they searched everywhere for
probably
it.
like Edge shows or
But
something.
then my father sat me down and told me that Father Christmas had nearly got all the way back to Lapland and realised that he'd left the koala bear on the sleigh.
Yeah.
So he phoned my father up and told my father to go and stand on the roof, and as he was going past, he'd throw it down to my father.
Yeah.
And my father was on the roof waiting for Father Christmas to come back specially with this koala bear, and my father caught it sort of like that. I believed it. Well, it's still true.
I believe you.
I still believe it. This little koala bear. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is still the bestest Christmas present.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so lovely.
Kirsty?
I can't remember now actually. When we were in school younger, I think we were in the infants, we had to write to Santa in Lapland.
Oh.
And you weren't guaranteed a present, but some would get a present back. And I had a present. And it was only this little wooden puppet thing. And it was probably worth £2 or something like that. But you because Santa sent it and it came all the way from Lapland.
No.
I was chuffed. I've still got it, still at my mother's house.
Yeah. I remember going to school and they were asking, what did you have for Christmas? And I was standing up in front of the class telling them all about my father, that I had to put the ladder up against the house and then put the ladder on the roof for my father to climb onto the roof, to be there waiting for him. And all the kids were like that. Wow.
Oh, did they all want to see your koala?
Yeah, I took my koala bear in with me. Yes.
My best present was Barbie's super caravan.
Oh.
They were that one of them.
Oh yeah, it was bright yellow, and God, it took my father hours to put it together, and all the stickers on it. But it had a kitchen, a bed, the bedroom. Oh, it was just the lounge, and then he had a ladder outside the Barbie. You could go up onto a sun deck on the roof. I mean, it was huge. It was it was about this big. It was enormous. The box was amazing as well. That was fun with the box. But it was fabulous. As I said, this bright yellow super caravan, and
But then, as you become a parent and you buy these toys and you just think, wait for the kids to go to bed now and we put them together. It's not as easy as that, is it? I remember putting one of those little Tykes cars together, and David had come home very, very drunk after being with your father actually. And I was there trying it, and these little Tykes cars are so strong plastic, and I'm there with one foot trying to push it and trying to slot it in at the same time. At the same time I was battering him and then trying to put but as I said, later on then you just think, right, that thing now was going to be put together before
Yeah.
the actual night. So you had to put it together,
Yeah.
then hide it next door or whatever.
yeah.
I wouldn't be caught up like that again.
Hot Wheels were buggers to put together.
Yeah,
The tracks,
but Adrian
oh
was
my
clever.
God.
He'd do it as soon as he bought them. He would test them and put them together, and then put them back in the box. And I'd be like, "What are you doing that for?" And he's like, "Well, I don't have to do it Christmas
Yeah.
Eve." And then Christmas Eve would come, and he'd think, "Oh, you clever."
See, my parents were never that forward thinking. It was always, we'd open it and then we'd have to
Yeah.
sit there and twist in the back
oh,
and
yeah.
the toys.
He'd test
then
everything.
pull them out and then
Yeah.
go and find the batteries.
Yeah.
And then they'd
Oh, no.
I know.
Everything would have batteries. Everything would be working, because he was like, "What if you get up Christmas Day now and PS3 don't work?" And he'd be like, they'd be devastated.
Yeah,
so he
true.
would test it. He was he's good like that.
Yeah.
You know, he does test
Yeah.
it. So yeah, and he can pick a mean Dior bag as well.
Ah.
Oh, he can pick a mean Dior bag.
Is it the case of, that's a Dior bag that I want, that one, and look, Adrian, that
He's
one.
pretty good. He's pretty
And will you get the
good.
hint then after 100 times of being told that particular one? Or will
Yeah,
they pick it?
it's a bit like, have you seen that Sarah Millican, the
Oh, yeah.
comedian, and
Yeah.
she says, you know, at Christmas time she's got a list and just don't go off list. The same with me, because they always say I'm really difficult to buy for, so if I tell you, buy it. Don't try and be clever and buy something that I'm not going to like. Because it'll just go with everything else under the bed, and it'll stay there till the next charity shop drop,
Yeah.
you know, so...
Dior, I was like, if you had a bloody tea bag, never mind. Dior.
Oh, no, he's good with presents, so... So let's go on to indulge in food and drink and chocolates, because for me that's one of the best
Yeah,
bits now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because
I know. But you
What
just
can I
eat,
eat?
don't you? And you
Oh,
think,
yeah.
oh my
Yeah.
God, I can't eat anything else. And then you're thinking, oh, I haven't had the after eats yet.
Yeah, you kind of sat there
I
and
know.
you're watching your belly
I know.
rise,
I know.
and you're waiting for it to go down
I know.
slightly so you can trough
I
a
know.
bit more,
Yeah.
innit?
So you eat the after eights, and then it's like the quality street,
Yeah.
innit?
Yeah.
And the roses, and then you think,
Yeah.
oh, I can't eat tea time now.
Then
I
the
can't.
peanuts come out with
So-
the
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
Everyone's
yeah.
the same, and not the weirdest
Yeah.
thing. Like,
But I don't eat peanuts through the year.
No!
No,
I've got
after
to have
it's
Christmas
that,
time.
right?
Since
Right.
pate, I have to have pate at Christmas time. And I'm like,
Yeah.
And then I'm like, but when am I going to have it? Because I've had
Yeah.
such a big dinner and I've had dessert.
I know.
My
And
house
then-
is making buttons for chocolate.
I know.
But then when am I going to fit the pate in?
And then you've got to have the turkey and stuffing sandwiches and the
yeah.
crisp and pickled
After,
onions.
you've got to have the cold turkey.
Pickled onions.
Pickled onions.
And the cold
Yeah.
roast potatoes, because you couldn't
Oh,
quite demolish
yeah.
them all at
Yeah.
different times.
And then you're there thinking, oh God,
God.
I'm be sick, I can't
Yeah.
eat no more. And
And-
then you think, oh, it's a selection box. Oh,
And you go to
so-
bed and you tell yourself, right, that's it,
Oh.
I'll be really good tomorrow.
Yeah.
now, and you get up and you start the whole
The
cycle.
bacon.
Yeah.
You've got a bacon.
Yeah.
Bacon
Buses,
buses.
Yeah.
biscuits.
Yeah.
I've got a
Oh, today.
biscuit.
Yeah,
Yes.
bacon butties.
Oh, like
Whole
those-
tube
those,
of Pringles to yourself.
Yeah.
The little sausages wrapped in bacon.
Yeah.
Oh, they're the best
things.
thing.
Now them, I always seem to cook them on Boxing Day. I always forget to cook them for the Christmas dinner. Yeah.
Oh,
always forget
shocking.
Christmas-
Well,
I know,
lucky I won't
know,
come into
shocking.
dinner because I can tell you
Shocking.
what for. It's one of the
Shocking.
best bits.
I know.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, don't you just
Yeah.
love shortbread as well?
Oh,
You've
that's
got to
another
have
thing
a tin of
that- yeah.
shortbread, haven't you?
No,
It's
it's got to be Marks and Spencer.
Oh,
Shortbread.
nice.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
It's
I
gotta
don't
be.
know, I like
Yeah.
the Scottish Highland one.
Yeah, but it is the Marks and
That's
Spencer.
obligatory
Scottish
though,
Highland,
isn't it?
yeah.
You've got to have shortbreads.
Yeah.
I know, my
Yeah.
brother introduced me to Stalin last year.
Oh, it's not bad, yeah.
That's
I
nice.
the
If you like
Scottish
marzipan,
No.
you love it.
No.
mince pies.
Oh, I don't like them.
Oh, you
I don't like mince
oh,
pies.
No, I
yeah.
don't.
Or
I'm
Christmas
mince
cake.
pie.
I don't like Christmas
Oh
cake.
my god, I love. I
Oh,
used to
no.
make a really good. Believe it or not, I used to do a good Christmas cake.
But does anybody make Christmas cakes now? I mean,
When
say
I only
you
remember
stopped,
as a-
yeah. I
I
only
remember
stopped a
as a
few
kid.
years ago
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
the only bugger that would eat it would be me.
Yeah.
So for months after, I would still be eating Christmas cake because
Yeah.
it costs so much to make it,
Yeah.
and I would soak the fruit in a litre of Cavoisier for about 3 weeks. Yeah, it was a thing of beauty. But and then you're like, it's cost so much money that I can't throw it.
No.
But nobody else wanted it, so
Yes.
I'm eating.
Complete
Yeah. So.
But the traditions are not there no more though, is it? It's like,
No.
I remember my mother would be peeling pickled onions like about 6 weeks
She make
before
her own,
Christmas.
yeah, my mum used to make her
And
own
there'd
as
be
well.
all these big massive
Yeah.
jars of it. And it was like when I first got married, I knew that, oh, right, Christmas is coming now. I've got to make these pickled onions because that's what you've got to do, innit? You've got to make pickled onions, you've got to make the Christmas cake.
I know.
You've got to, does anybody do that?
No, my nan would
Go
make the
buy it.
cake
No,
and then my
that's
mum would
fine,
ice it.
So,
Or I just, as I said, I don't even go Christmas shopping. Everything's done online.
Oh, right. Now
I
talk
even
about
do my
Christmas
Marks and
shopping.
Spencer order online, and then we literally have got an hour slot where we go and pick it up.
Yeah.
oh,
But I
that
don't
is
do
mental, that is all.
Now that is my
Christmas
pet
time.
hate for Christmas. You were saying the bad stuff
food
about
shop.
Christmas. The Christmas
The
food shop.
I know.
You get that trolley and you life's in your own hand.
I know.
I tell you what, get out of my way, girl. That turkey
Yeah.
is mine.
Absolutely not.
See,
No.
I've not experienced this yet, so I'm feeling this is the first year.
Yeah.
Do what I
Food
do.
shop online.
Get your
online.
iPad, visit Marks and Spencer
Yeah.
online, book your hour slot.
No.
But you've got to be careful. You don't book a day slot because all the numpties book a day slot and the queue is round the block.
Right.
So
Yeah.
book a slot about 8 o'clock in the night and you literally walk in, really smug because you're thinking, ha ha ha, they've been queuing all day.
Yeah.
Pick up your box and off you go.
Ah,
Marvellous. Absolutely marvellous.
And
I just
then
try
it's like, what you're doing then is throwing everything that you've bought for Christmas, you're throwing it out because it's gone
It's a
moldy.
sell-by date.
And a sell-by date.
I know.
And you think, right, I'm not doing it next year.
No,
I'm not doing it
no.
next year. There is no way I'm going to buy all this bloody food again because it never gets eaten.
And then it's back
And then
over
the following
pocket.
year then, the following year,
That's it,
you just buy it all
But all
again.
Yeah.
supermarkets are open boxing
Okay.
day.
I know,
So
but
we're
it's
doing all this crazy shopping and buying so much crap that you can't even fit it in the house.
I know.
Exactly.
Fit it in the fridge.
Honest to God.
Packed.
Well,
Oh.
the only time we do go to the supermarket to do the alcohol shop, and we do it in two now because I'm too embarrassed because people are looking at us as if to say, you've got a
Alcoholics.
problem. You've got a real problem because you name it, it's in that trolley.
Wow.
Can I come up for Christmas?
Yeah.
Party
I'll come up
dinners.
for you can come up for Christmas and you can leave next
Yes,
Easter.
we'll have
And by the time you go,
LWA
you'll be
party.
swigging bottles of whiskey.
I'll be Jack Sparrow. We're brushing up properly ever again.
We'll just stick them at the gym.
The second one might just revive your legs.
Yeah.
It's got to be tried, I think.
I know what you mean.
I get
remember-
that.
Yeah,
You
you
get
get
it as
the
well.
your first glass of wine or whatever, and your legs start.
Yeah.
I love that feeling.
I know.
I mean,
You've just got to
I
keep
love
going.
it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I
Do you sit
giggle
and
so
drink?
much sober that they think that I'm drunk, so no one like plies me with drink because I giggle anyway.
Oh, when do you play with it?
but I find if I sit and drink alcohol, it doesn't really have an effect on me, sort of like thing. I will just drink and just practically fall asleep.
You gotta hit the
But
cold air.
stand me up with a drink, fine. It'll kick in straight away. But sit down, no. I've got to stand and drink. And my neighbour, funny enough, she's exactly the same because I've been to her house and I've been standing up and she said, well, sit down. I said, do you mind if I stand? And she's like, well, no, because I prefer to stand, so the two of us are standing in a thing. So it's just, I don't know.
Maybe it needs to get all the way round
That's
your
what it does.
body, and then sitting down, it's like stop.
Yeah. But then it's like I test myself and think, have I had enough to drink? And I tap my teeth. And no, seriously now, that's how you know you're getting drunk. If you tap your teeth, you can feel it, can't you? You can feel it. But if you tap your teeth and you can't feel it, you know that you've had enough. Well,
Really?
that's what you're supposed to
I
tell
think
yourself.
I'm
Right,
never
just
in the right state to even know that I need to tap my teeth.
I think he's past the point of
I
return
don't,
for
it's
that.
gone.
I've been in the stage where I've been tapping somebody else's teeth.
Yeah, you're fine, carry on.
Oh,
Fine,
dear.
carry on. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Alcohol.
So yes,
The root of all evil.
the shopping is my pet hate.
The shopping.
Yeah, and I have to say, putting the bloody decorations away after Christmas.
I hate putting them up.
I don't mind putting them up so much, but
I
putting them all back.
supervise now. I leave Adrian and Oliver do the tree now. I supervise. I hate putting
I've got all these
them up.
experiences to come to
Yeah.
because you haven't done that.
Mm.
First years again.
Yes, exciting.
It's exciting this year.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
like, oh God.
Are you in your own place together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all exciting. I wanted to put a tree up about 3 weeks ago.
Oh God.
Bit soon innit? Bit soon. Maybe next weekend. I don't know.
Ooh.
No. But how expensive are Christmas trees?
I know.
I didn't realise. Yeah.
You get
That's
cheaper
shocking.
ones, they look
Tree up
cheap,
next
don't they?
Yeah.
That's a bit
Do
early.
you think?
Yeah.
What's that?
She wants to put her tree up next.
Nice
I've seen-
weekend.
Well, the Christmas
my
adverts
friends-
are out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
to be
friends-
honest, you know, a lot of people do
They see
put
me
them,
earlier.
end of October,
Yeah.
beginning of November.
Well, my friend's in the
Yeah.
same position. She's in a house with her boyfriend the first year, and she put hers up last night. So,
Oh.
you
Oh,
know.
we get later every year because
Yeah.
we're going
About
away
2 weeks
now.
before I put mine
Well,
up.
isn't
It gets
it
my
12
nerves
days
left
before
too
and
long.
12 days after? That's when my mother
Oh,
goes
no.
by.
I don't do that anymore. I used
No,
to.
Used
Yeah.
to years ago,
But once
yeah.
New Year's Eve is gone, that's it. So they're up.
2nd of January mine come down day after. New
I'll
Year's
take them
Eve.
down, but I'll always leave the one decoration up for the tradition of everything comes down 12
Oh, my
days
mother's
Oh,
like
is
after.
that,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a habit.
Yeah, it's like I think to myself, no, I can't take it. I've got to leave one decoration up.
Oh, do you know, that's going to be in my head now.
Yeah.
Until 12 days after.
Yeah, it's like not so much 12 days before, but it's definitely the 12 days after, and it's like, right, when do they come down now? When do they come down? And I'm like, ah, right,
Well, do
leave
you
one
know,
decoration.
I've got a reindeer that's sitting on my windowsill, ready, and I think that'll be the decoration I'll stay up because it's up already. So maybe
There we
I'll
are.
stick
I'm
to
just
12 days
taking it down
after.
now. 12 days.
There we are.
And I always leave one out. I always forget to put it away.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, snowman sitting
Yeah,
under my
so-
TV.
I just
Yeah,
throw up on the
yeah.
attic
Yeah.
and
Throw it in.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't be asked to do
Oh.
that.
So, is there anything that you want off Santa this year, Christy?
Well, do you know, I've gotten to the transition point where I'm no longer a kid, so I don't get all the like big pile of Christmas presents that
Yeah.
go throughout the year. Now it's soap and socks, and I love it.
Soap and
I just want everything from Lush and like amazing socks, and that's like my dream Christmas present right now.
Yeah.
Like, never as a kid would you want soap and socks, but like
Yeah.
I've hit that transition
Yeah.
point where it's like my favourite thing now.
Yeah.
And I love
Oh.
giving presents though.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
it's my
better.
favourite thing.
Yeah,
I didn't,
better to give.
because you know as a kid you're like,
Yeah.
oh, doesn't really care it's what you get, but the older you get it's like, I just want to give everyone presents, and
Yeah.
seeing their reaction
Yeah.
is the best present that
Especially
you
if you
can
know
have.
they want that present
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
remember being a teenager, and every Christmas, it's like me and my sisters open up the present, and we'd be like, "Oh, what have you had off so and so now?" Oh, it's American tan tights. Remember American tan tights?
Yes,
There'd
American
be
tan tights.
stacks and stacks
Oh,
of American tan tights.
Oh,
Yeah.
so Becca, is there anything you want off Santa this year?
I have wrote a list, not gonna lie. For my mother said to me a couple
Yeah.
of weeks ago, do you want to write a list this year? And we've been away 2
Yeah.
years, so same thing though. I don't actually own I don't own pyjamas. So pyjamas was the first thing on the list. And yeah, just
Yeah.
socks and
Yeah.
underwear and all that kind of stuff. But Andrew, my boyfriend, I can't tell him what I want because he likes to surprise.
Oh,
Don't tell him.
Oh, no.
If I say,
Don't
I
go off
might,
list.
I might want this, and don't tell me what you want. I will surprise you. I'm like,
Oh.
okay, fine. In all fairness, he always pulls out of the bag, but I'm always
Yeah.
like genuinely for my birthday. I had to remind him a couple of days before because he doesn't like even say right what you want, nothing. He likes to surprise, so I've literally got no idea what I'm gonna get off him.
How about you, Ed?
I'm forgoing presents because I'd rather go on holiday.
Lovely.
So
Yeah.
I
Very
just.
nice.
But what we do is we'll buy each other silly little
Yeah.
things as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's me, Kirst.
Oh, lovely. Well, I'm going to be soppy now. I've got one of my Christmas presents already. My sister, as you know,
Yeah.
had an operation a couple of weeks ago, and I have to say she's doing really well.
Aw.
So to see
You
her,
were sorted.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the only other thing I do want, which I've asked Luke for, is the Secret Life of Pets DVD.
Right, okay. Skipping along to Wendy, who's looking rather bemused.
I think I always like to have the little Christmas presents about that high, and you open them up, and there's always a bottle of champagne.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Ding-dong.
It's that is. Some people like smellies and stuff.
Yeah.
I love a variety of bottles of champagne.
Very
Kids know
nice.
that, though. They do know
Lovely.
that. So
Very nice.
Do you drink them at Christmas? That would you like to keep?
I keep them, and then if there's a special occasion, then I keep it, and then
Ah.
I champagne.
Lovely.
I won't
That's a
drink a
good
bottle by
idea.
myself. I won't.
Oh, I will.
No. I've always got to.
Communication.
Yeah.
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 Fabulous.
So, on the subject of Christmas, what do we all think of New Year's Eve? Some people love it, some people hate it.
No, I'm not fussed on New Year's
No.
Eve. It can come and go as far as I'm concerned.
My sister-in-law cries every year. It
Aw.
depresses her.
Aw.
Absolutely. And I know so many people like that as well.
Yeah.
And they
I
just
think-
lock themselves in the house on New Year's
Yeah.
Eve and they
Yeah.
just want to be left alone. I love
Yeah.
it. I don't go out as often now. I prefer to spend it with Luke because it's only me and Luke at home.
Yeah,
And I like to see the new year in with him.
yeah.
So I wouldn't go out. I've had people round, but no, the last few years I've spent at home.
Well, we have, as I said, since Dad passed away. Before that, I mean, we were real party animals on New Year's Eve. We'd have fancy dress, and we'd have a theme, and we'd all dress up.
Brilliant.
But no, I'm always glad to see the back of the old year, and always hope that the new year's going to be
I will this year.
better. So yeah, no, it can.
I think a lot of people are haters of New Year's, aren't they? When
Yeah.
people
I
put
gotta be
that
honest, I
on.
loved it. Oh, I always used to love New Year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
But
still?
since Roger's gone
Yeah,
now,
that's it, isn't it? It kind of it's lost its
Yeah.
shine, and as I said, you've had a crap year, so you're kind of just glad to
know.
see the back of
I
it,
know.
and you.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and you just
Oh,
think,
I
well,
know.
it's another year ahead now.
yeah,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
just say ta-ra,
I know.
and
It's always an anticlimax as well. I think like people, you feel like you should be doing something amazing, and it never is.
oh,
ever.
see, that's
Oh,
youngsters,
no,
isn't it?
we do
It's not
always-
just youngsters.
we always
Yeah.
do something
'Cause-
brilliant New Year's Eve. Or
Yeah.
always go to
Yeah.
a party or go to a pub or
Yeah.
something and celebrate it and
It's like,
just be
like,
excited.
When I was younger, I used to be like that.
When I was younger, Jesus
know.
Christ, I was.
No, when I was young. What do you mean, in the womb?
No, I mean like as families, when I started like going out by myself then, so when I was young enough to be able to stay at home, like we'd have family parties and like
Yeah.
everyone be round the house, and then when you know, like when you get a bit older, my brother started going out and then I started wanting to be with my friends, but we'd always end up on Wine Street and it'd always be like
Oh,
quite
I know.
shit. And yeah, I don't know, like me and Andrew, we never ever argue, but it seems like 12 o'clock, 31st of December, we argue. I don't know why, because we're not an argumentative couple. Like,
Yeah.
but I don't know whether it's the pressure to enjoy and we're like, oh, I can't
You
cope.
will enjoy.
We will
You will
enjoy
enjoy.
it. We will enjoy.
Do you like?
Yeah.
Well, we sit and play Monopoly every New Year, so it's just that's how it's not. I've never been out for New Year because I don't drink.
You're not
so,
missing out, do you?
No,
so
not
like
missing out.
it's just like
Yeah, but
Monopoly.
you don't need to drink to go out for the
No,
atmosphere.
yeah,
we feel that.
no.
Yeah.
I think the local pub is like a good one.
good one,
Yeah.
yes,
But if you
definitely.
go, I think Wine
But
Street
there's not
or
many
town,
local pubs.
There's-
No,
this
is
is
there?
the thing.
So we always
gone.
used to
Yeah.
go to the Smelts when I
Yeah.
was your age, you know,
Oh, yeah, the
and
Smelts,
the Smelts
yeah.
and it's pub culture's
know.
gone,
Yeah.
isn't it? There's
It's
not
not like
many
that
more
now, is
bands.
it?
And the
House parties
extortionist
maybe are the way
price, and then the
forward.
taxis charge you
Oh
as well.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
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 Double time, triple
Yeah.
time sometimes.
Yeah.
But thankfully we all
Definitely.
live close to there, so we could kind of just
Yeah.
stumble home and
That's
Yeah.
one mistake I've made with my new house. There's no pubs.
Aw.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the
Didn't
thing.
think that
I
one
think house parties maybe are the way forward, like to
Yeah.
stop doing.
I like
But then
house
I always
parties.
find with that then it's always the same people that's doing it, and then they hit a brick wall when they're like, I'm not doing the party now because, you know,
Somebody else's turn.
Somebody
Oh,
else
the
yes,
needs to
mess.
do it.
Oh, I know,
Oh,
but
yeah,
I
oh
know.
God, the mess. And then, as I said, you're always having to make sure everyone's fine.
Yeah.
You've got food and they've got
Yeah, you
drink.
can't relax when you're
No.
hosting.
I know,
yeah.
I just want to say, oh, piss off and let me sit down and
Yeah.
have a glass of wine
Ah.
myself.
We used to have family New Year's when the kids, when we were younger, like, and because they too many kids for them to find a babysitter,
Yeah.
so we'd all go down my auntie's house, guaranteed. And I just remember my auntie Winnie, she was so funny. She's the driest sense of humour I've ever known. But she would be the only one who'd dress her. And she had a Zimmer frame as well. She smoked about 80 a day. She was a character. Well, her Zimmer frame, she'd always put tinsel on and fairy lights, and then she'd always dress up. And if you can imagine now, this frail, skinny old lady dressed up as Baywatch. And I'm talking, she actually had a bikini with coconuts.
Oh my
Oh
God.
no.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh,
And the
God.
wrinkles through her skin
Yeah.
was like, and she didn't give a shit.
Oh,
She was
brilliant.
happy, she had her fags and she had her sherry.
Aw.
Happy days. So what are we all doing for Christmas this year then? Wendy?
I really don't know.
No idea.
No
No
idea.
plans, just take it as it comes.
Yeah.
Kirst?
Well, it'll be me and the Luke Meister. We're going to my mum's for Christmas dinner after that.
Yeah.
No plans really.
I haven't got a clue. I know Oliver's coming home. Jack's girlfriend's coming, but...
For dinner?
Oh no, a couple of
No.
days after. So I think it'd be standard procedure. Me watching Adrian cook dinner and eating my body weight in chocolate. So good year. You?
Yeah. I'm making dinner for the first time in
Is
the
it
house,
just for the
like
two of
I
you?
said. No, it's
Is it?
us two, my parents, his parents, and my brother, and possibly two
Ooh,
uncles.
brave.
Yeah.
Very brave.
No.
Wow.
It's like that film, innit? Was it 5 Christmases?
Yeah. Best of luck, love.
But you know, I quite laid back, so I'm like, if it goes wrong, just get
Oh,
pissed. It's fine.
Marvellous. Christy?
I have no clue. Just normal family Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve pajamas, chocolate,
Yeah.
food. That's it.
Fabulous.
Do you
Yeah.
know this Christmas Eve pajamas? This has never been a tradition of mine.
Really?
Yeah.
You have to do
I
it.
feel
It's
like
the best
everyone
thing.
in the
my
world
mum
has
always
Christmas
likes
Oh,
Eve
good
pajamas.
Christmas Eve
I've
pajamas.
never had Christmas Eve pajamas.
Oh my God.
My parents are lovely, by the way. They've done great.
But you've got to have Christmas
But
Eve
yeah,
pajamas.
maybe I'll start it off this year.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve bath, pajamas,
Yes.
film,
Yeah.
Chinese.
Yeah.
Then
Oh no, we
what?
never had the Chinese.
No, we don't do Chinese.
Don't
Yeah.
do Chinese. Everything else though, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, on that note then, ladies, it's time to ask the killer question. What is the best thing about Christmas? And what's the worst thing? Okay then, so Wendy, what's the best thing for you for Christmas?
Spending time with the family, that's the best rest for me.
And the worst?
Hangovers, indigestion, constipation and feeling fat.
Okay, moving on to Christy.
Best is food and family, and worst is when everything goes back to normal. And
Then-
like, you know, you've been off, you've had all that good time, and then January comes and it's like, oh, gonna go back to normal
left
now.
January.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Kirsty, best.
Best. Same as Wendy, family time.
And the worst thing about Christmas?
Oh, the Christmas food shop.
And Rebecca.
As I'm quickly adding to mine, so
The
worst-
best thing?
the best family and alcohol.
Marvellous. And the worst?
Work, because I get super busy, and being skint.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And for me, the best thing is food and drink. And the worst thing is when the eating and drinking's got to stop. So that's it. Yay! Merry Christmas!
I depend on me. Tell me how you feel about this. Do it all only if I wanna live. I worked hard and sacrificed to get what I get. Ladies, it ain't easy being independent. Question, how'd you like the knowledge that I brought? Bragging on that cash that it gave you what's the point? If you're gonna brag, make sure that your money is close. And no one else to give you what you want.